Hi everyone, it's Samantha Nolan-Smith back again, and I'm here with the lovely Briony Moylan. Welcome. So, Briony, I wonder if you want to start by just introducing yourself. We're here to talk about the Australian Women's Day primary schools program, but let's start with who you are.
So, as Sam said, I'm Briony Moylan. I'm a primary school teacher. I have been teaching for the last 7 years in the Victorian school system. I have been a classroom teacher and more recently a specialist visual arts teacher.
And you're my sister.
Yes.
We don't want to miss that bit. Yeah. So, let's just have a chat about how and why you decided to get involved with Australian Women's Day.
So I guess the how, you kind of just answered, being your sister. I was lucky enough to hear about this as it was just starting, as Sam and Nicole were talking about it and wanting to bring people on board and see who had different expertise that they could share and bring to the day, I guess. So I was lucky enough to know the right people, first of all. Secondly, it was something I wanted to be a part of. I think my role as a teacher, I instantly saw that I could be that person who could bring it to schools. I think it's a really exciting time actually in schools because we actually have curriculum subjects now that are based around personal and social capabilities and respectful relationships. So it's an awesome time where we actually have to teach this in our classrooms, which is so fantastic. I know probably wasn't part of your schooling. It definitely wasn't part of my mum's schooling or our mum's schooling. So having these as part of as the structure of our curriculum, then having Australian Women's Day as a topic that you can talk about within that, I think is awesome. It's so wonderful. And so it was something that I wanted to be part of and knew, I guess, that I could bring to the table. What I think is awesome about our kids is that they're very literal and they're very practical in the way that they talk about their world. What they see, they will tell you. This is what I see, this is what's happening to me, this is what I'm noticing. And so it's a great time to have those conversations and to build conversations around gender and just what they're noticing. Do they feel that there's discrimination against them because they're a girl or a boy or because of how they look or what stereotypes are people placing on them because of those genders or anything? What are they seeing in their own homes? So I think it's really exciting that we can talk about these things, raise awareness and also help to build inclusivity to everybody, really building that from a young age. And the other thing I wanted to touch on was that I think if we are also celebrating Australian women in our classrooms. So I know that your daughter definitely has this book, but many daughters out there, their book Shout Out to the Girls is a great book. And I was flicking through it the other day and I thought there's so many women in here I don't know about. And I thought, oh, that makes me so sad. Like all these women doing these amazing things and I don't know much about them. There was some that I did, but a lot that I didn't. So to celebrate these women and to have students flick through that and go, oh, I know her, I talked about her in school, or I did a project on her, or whatever it might be, I think not only does it become great for our girls to aspire to and say, look at what these women have done, I can do that, whether it's science, the arts, sport, it doesn't matter. But I think it's really important for our boys to celebrate these women too, because that's where it starts. When they see that these women are doing just as much as our male role models, that's when they start really respecting their girls in their classroom, their sisters, their mums, and then saying, well, why don't they deserve the same respect? Look at what they're doing. Look at what they're capable of.
Exactly. And in fact, our brother used to argue with me about that when we were little, that he used to say, well, if girls, because we used to have arguments about girls are as good as boys, is what I would say, and he would say, well, if they're so good, why don't we ever hear about what they've done? They haven't done anything, they haven't achieved anything. So And I didn't have any comeback to that. I didn't know that
Yeah.
women had achieved things and it just hadn't been recorded in the history books.
Yeah.
I had no idea about that. So I used to sit there and think, oh, maybe we haven't done very much then.
Yeah.
So this is why, to me, this is incredibly important. It's why it's incredibly important to bring this into the schools. Let's just have a chat about what's on the website now and how people can get involved this year for your children, how you can get your children participating, and then where we want to go for 2019.
Absolutely. So first of all, it's not too late. Just because you haven't perhaps done something in term 3, it doesn't mean that you can't start this off first week back of term 4. Just because Australian Women's Day's passed, it doesn't mean that we can't still have those conversations. So please don't think you've missed the boat. So what is on the website at the moment is we have an art activity which is based around the gum leaf, which is our logo for Australian Women's Day, which is all there for you. All you have to do is print it off, read it, and deliver the lesson. And it's a lovely art lesson that you could do easily in an afternoon. So
this is talking, we should clarify, this is if you're a teacher, first of all, this is for you as a teacher.
Yes. There's also an award to give out, and you can do that however you choose. You could give like 2 for the whole school, or you could do them class-based, or you could do them year-level based. And the award goes to someone who embodies the values of Australian Women's Day. And it can go to a boy or a girl. It doesn't have to just be given to girls. But someone who is inclusive of their peers, who doesn't discriminate, who is always supportive of others. This would be the Australian Women's Day Award for them, because they are someone who includes others, cares about others, and is showing those qualities all the time. And the other thing is some colouring sheets that you can do. So they're a great one maybe to print off and do at home during the school holidays. Anyone can do that. Any parent can print that off in their home, and they can get those started. Or if you want to do that when you get back for teachers in the classroom, and have some discussions about Australian Women's Day, and that would be great.
So that you'll find that on the website. I was just trying to remember where it was actually.
Oh,
it's
yes.
it's under Children in Schools. And so if you go to Get Involved and scroll down from there, you'll find the Children in Schools tab, and you can pick up either the schools activity or the colouring sheets. And then let's just wrap up with a little bit around what have we got planned for the coming 12 months.
So I guess just more of the same. So next year we want to have more activities, lesson plans. So this is again for teachers. So lesson plans that you can teach, they'll be specifically designed around curriculum and around certain year levels. So they will be tailored to certain year levels. There'll be packs that you can purchase on our website for that, and there'll also be some free printables of different activities, all things around literacy, role-playing, debating, art lessons, lots of different areas of curriculum that will be covered there. So there'll be lots of wonderful resources that you can use in the classroom. And then also there'll be some fun activities that you can easily print and do at home if you want to as well. Find a word and more things like that.
So this is just the beginning for the schools program. We've got a primary schools program, and we'll be developing a high schools program as well. We are very keen to get out to the children of Australia and to share with them the messages of Australian Women's Day. Thanks, Jacine.
Every Australian classroom.
Every Australian classroom. Every Australian classroom. That'll be our chant. We're very, very keen to do that. Thanks, Jacine, for your message. It is going to be incredible, and thank you, Brioni, for joining us and for spearheading the primary school program for us.
Thank you for having me. It's so exciting to be a part of it.
Yay!